In the 8th episode of Landman, Jon Hamm's character Monty was hospitalized, which led to speculation regarding his health. A major player in Landman's cast, Jon Hamm lends his acting chops to Taylor Sheridan's newest drama about the boomtown oil sector. Meanwhile, Billy Bob Thornton's Tommy Norris has spent most of the first 8 episodes making choices from the big city over the phone. Monty has only made brief appearances, and the season-long speculation over Monty's health appears to reach a boiling point in episode 8. During the phone negotiations, Monty discusses the settlement plan with Ariana, Nathan, and Rebecca Falcone, with Cooper's assistance. Ariana receives twice the money they originally offered, and Monty's stress levels are already high. Before anything comes to light, his heart rate starts to rise dramatically as he watches it on a wristwatch. He then requests that his driver transport him to the hospital. Kami barred Landman from receiving work-related calls until he gets well. Albeit the episode 8 ending didn't disclose anything about his condition, throughout Landman's season, Monty's heart condition is teased. Monty's character is teased about his condition in multiple scenes. While he said he wasn't very good at golf, he did say he was exercising. This was when he was shown on the course. In addition to taking away his coffee mugs, Kami has pushed him to exercise and eat better in an effort to cut back on his caffeine consumption. A lack of physical activity, unhealthy eating habits, and most significantly excessive stress appear to be the main causes of his heart problems. Even Monty and his scene partner discussed healthy lifestyle choices in their first conversation in episode 8. Perhaps Monty's impending demise at the hands of his vices was hinted at in the brief discussion of existential life philosophies pertaining to destiny and human agency. The scenario may be implying that Monty's reckless focus on money at the expense of everything else in his life will cause him to die prematurely. Even though cutting back on caffeine and changing his diet might not have helped, Monty may have collapsed due to his health condition. The disclosure of the $1 million counteroffer is what ultimately sends him to the hospital. His already heavy load would be even heavier if he were prepared to put Ariana on trial and destroy her for attempting to steal from him. Whatever the outcome, going to trial could be a major headache in terms of public relations, legal fees, and more for years to come. He's filthy rich, and he'd rather just throw away his money than deal with all that right now. It appears that this plan is related to Rebecca and Monty's situation, because Tommy says later in the program that the corporation doesn't typically aim to save money by being cheap with family settlements. It may not have been Tex's worst setback, considering they were apparently attempting to globalize Ariana to begin with. In the last 2 episodes, the cartel's problems will become much more dangerous. Several details in the first season finale of Landman seem to indicate that Monty dies at the conclusion. Over the last decade, Jon Hamm has been a mainstay on television, appearing in shows such as Fargo and The Morning Show since Mad Men finished in 2015. Though he has only made appearances in 13 episodes of a single show and hasn't made any permanent commitments, but he is open to lending his talents to different productions. His latest habit seems to be in line with a 1-season stint on Landman. If Monty were to die, it would serve the story's narrative aim of creating a power vacuum that would cause problems from Tex at the highest level. Despite Demi Moore's casting as Kami, she has appeared in very few episodes this season. Kami may assume control once Monty passes away, and Sheridan may be patiently waiting for his death so that she may fully integrate her. If Landman gets renewed for a second season, Tommy could wind up playing a more business-oriented role to assist Kami in retaining her husband's company.